Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about a policy speech on the compulsory school attendance law. As you can see here, 2 or more days a month is chronically absent. That's considered chronically absent. So imagine for a moment that every student in every district had the freedom to choose whether or not to come to school. Do you think young children would choose to attend school? Do you think that if they had the freedom to skip school that they would? If they never got up to go to school or only came when they deemed fit, do you think it would affect them? Luckily for us, we have the compulsory school attendance law to hold every parent accountable for lack of attendance. This law aims to require that all students attend some type of school, whether it be within a district or at home with a homeschooling program. However, if parents or guardians decide to be opposed to this law, our future would be in jeopardy. As an attendance clerk for North Pike School District, I feel that I am qualified to tell you about the importance of supporting this bill and keeping it in place for our students today. After seeing many students suffer in their attendance, I can vouch that this affects the students across the board. Above mentioned, this bill aims to keep students engaged in education for all school districts and homeschooling programs. All of your teachers, so you know this affects you. Imagine if you have been planning to have a successful testing day with successful testing scores, but only had a handful of students show up. Do you think that you would maintain good testing scores? Now imagine that all of your students attend daily as they should. They don't miss 2 days a month, and they show up and do what they're supposed to do. Which students do you think are going to deliver the best results for you in your classroom and your testing subject area? Due to this bill, it holds our parents and students at a standard, and many should be awarded for their consistent attendance. This is why I feel strongly about supporting the Mississippi Code 1972 and a noted 37-13-91. Today I will inform you on Mississippi Code 1972, what it aims to do, and why we should support this law. I will begin with the history of this law. Code 1972, Mississippi 91, also known as the Compulsory School Attendance Law, was brought to Mississippi on July 8, 1981. The law first stated that any students of the school age must attend a public or non-public school. It wasn't until later on July 1st, 2003, that the law included a third option which allowed parents, guardians, or custodians to homeschool. The purpose of this law is to keep students in school and holding parents, guardians, and custodians accountable for student attendance. The reason this is so important is because students who miss 5 or more days are at risk for failing a course subject such as math, English language arts, social studies, and science. This affects the school district as a whole. If testing scores are not up to par, then the district could lose funding, which supplies things such as free or reduced lunch, safety for students, and the materials that they need to learn. Students who fail math, English, or other core subjects are not only hurting the state testing scores, but are also hurting the future of society. If students do not choose to take their education seriously, lack of education has and will continue to impact our economy in the future. In Mississippi, another law related to compulsory attendance is Code Section 374278. This law requires school district superintendents to comply with the compulsory education reporting requirements. The State Department of Education also prescribes a method for schools to report unlawful absences to the school attendance officer. There has been a huge effect on our students in a positive way through these laws. Where compulsory attendance and child labor laws by Elias Mooney in 2002 stated that studies have shown the compulsory attendance law increases school attendance, especially for lower class and minority students. For example, one study found that increasing the age required to get the work permit increases educational attendance by 5%. The shortcomings and gaps of this law, according to the Policy of Advocacy Center, NASSP, it interferes with parents' rights to make educational choices for their children. It raises the burden of taxpayers and increases the cost of education. It represents and illustrates things that the government do for the lives of individuals. It fails to retain students who have already disengaged for their students. It creates discrepancies in the classroom by students who are forced to stay in school against their will. The new policy or changes I am advocating for the students, the parents, and the officials is that they schedule a meeting pertaining to their absences. I agree with the law and understand the importance of this law. However, I do think that the school should take it to a higher level and meet with the officials, the students, and the administrators, and that would improve their attendance rate. The benefits of this would be that both the students, the parents, and the officials would have a better understanding if they all come together and met with one another on the matter. The expected outcomes of holding meetings would be for the parents to have a chance to thoroughly explain why they are not able to get the child to school, and for the officials to better understand the parent and explain the importance of their child being here to the parent during the meeting. Ethical issues that may occur with implementing meetings to this law vary. If the parent can't get the child here due to their job, transportation, or health, that could be the reason that they also don't make a meeting altogether. One possible objection to my viewpoint might be that the administrators and the officials already feel that they encourage students and engage with the parents enough as it is. However, if they are able to successfully overcome this obstacle, it would benefit both parties of the meeting. Most students who do not attend school will more than likely not attend a meeting pertaining to their absences. What if the parent is objecting to bringing the child to school due to health issues or lack of transportation? They will most likely not attend a meeting due to the same reasons. I currently work as an attendance clerk, and I can see these issues affect the parents, students, and the district as a whole. I do believe that if the school did more than just send a letter home to the parents, threatening a fine or incarceration, that things would change. United we stand, and divided we fall. Let's all come together and encourage our parents and students to abide by the compulsory school attendance law. This act has been in place, and we have seen improvement in our district statewide. The accountability that this law holds is not light. These parents face fines up to $1,000, or many face jail time. If every student abided by this law, our testing scores would increase, and that would provide more opportunity for our students today. Let's inspire the leaders of tomorrow by encouraging them to be here with us in school today.